tranquility and actually like do a workout instead of like talking the whole time during the fucking workout. It's not anything against you, I swear. It's more of a, I just want to actually break a sweat and fucking get out of my noggin, bro. That's why I like doing yoga and some of these other like breathing exercises, or hiking or running or biking, or like just something where I'm actually breaking a sweat and moving the body. To me, it just seems more, it's just easier. Maybe not easier. It's more, sometimes it's exactly what I need. Is like, I just want to push myself and see what I can do, see if I still have this in the tank a lot of the times. And I understand that a lot of people aren't like that, and that's nothing against any of these other people. It truly isn't. Because everybody has their own level of discomfort. I've just found out that we're a lot stronger and we're a lot more capable of doing the things that we didn't think that we could do originally when we put ourselves in those tough, challenging situations. Because the more that we do that, we build up the muscle to realize that we were stronger than we ever originally believed at all in the first place. And a lot of the times, this is something that working out in the gym has taught me, is you can do more weight. You can push yourself harder than you thought. You don't have to complain about all these small little things, because everything's just going to work out in the ways that it needs to work out in. And it seems like sometimes we get stuck in our heads of, this is how bad the world is, this is what's going on, like everything's just against me, these people are trying to screw me over, whatever it may be. And that just simply isn't the case, at least not from my perspective. From my perspective, from what I've been able to see, is like, we get to reflect and decide how we view a situation or a scenario or story or whatever it may be, because we are the creators of our own reality. We're the creators of our own world. And a lot of the times we'll just get stuck in this negative thought pattern, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, there kind of is, because when you think negatively all the time and you think that everything is bad and all these terrible things are happening, you start to realize that like it just seems like the world is against you. Which, what I found out from my perspective of how I view the world, having it be a much more positive, uplifting, like awe-inspiring type of point of view, it seems like things just always work out in the exact ways that they need to. And I don't get upset over like small trivial things that I know sometimes people can get upset over. Like maybe you spill some water, you spill a drink or something, like something just happens and it's just like you break down, and it's just like, it's perfectly okay. You can go and clean that said thing up. Like, the world is not out to get you. It truly isn't. And being able to spend time with ourselves and be alone, from what I've seen from my own personal experience, is that is one of the best characteristics and traits and skills that a person can develop, is being okay with the silence and being okay with how the world is, and realizing that the only thing that you can ever truly control is yourself. And from realizing that that's the only thing that you can ever truly control is yourself, it seems like the world starts to get brighter. It seems like something just starts to shift and change and grow and evolve, which originally wasn't the case per se. At least from what I've been able to see, is like when I had this more like negative-ish outlook on life, where it seemed like everything and everybody was out to get me, the world was a little rough. But then as soon as I was like, you know what, I'm going to let this go. I'm going to push myself in certain regards, like hiking up a mountain or running extra miles or biking up this hill, doing yoga, like breathing the whole time, or trying to breathe out of my nose on a bike ride, or lifting the weights a little bit harder than I had originally lifted the weights in, and then being able to be like, well, if I can do this, then that also means that I should be able to, right? Like I should be able to change my mind as well too, and my mindset, so then I can see that the world's not out to get me. What other people are doing is really none of my concern. Like, yes, I can learn from them and I can grow from them, and I can take these different ideas and these different perspectives from people that are way smarter than myself. I don't have to live under their iron thumb. I don't have to live under what they say and how they live and the things that they do. All I have to do is be present with myself and check in. And the more that I do that, I realize that these things that seems like people stress over and just like put their whole life on, we start to realize that none of that really amounts to much. It doesn't really amount to anything at all. It just amounts to more sorrow and a frustration and lack of control. where I would much rather be in a place where I get to control the things that I get to control. I get to control the people that I talk to. I get to control the people that I reach out to. I get to control the conversations that I have to a certain extent. Like, I get to have more, I guess, freedom in the control that I'm looking to maintain. Because when I focus too highly, and when somebody, let's say, upsets me online or something along those lines, I could leave a negative comment or something like that, but it's like, why? What's the point in doing something like that? What's the point in being so frustrated and upset about how the world is? When what I've been able to find out and realize is, like, if you have a problem, you can be the change. You can be the one that inspires somebody else to follow in your footsteps. You might not ever know the impact that you have or will have or do have on certain types of people. Like, there's no way to know other than just by being your genuine, authentic, loving, caring self. And through doing that, you inspire people, you lift people up, you show them what is possible through determination, through grit, through perseverance. You have to be willing to be the change that you want to see in the world. And a lot of the times, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like people want to do that. It seems like they just want the world to change without them putting in any effort. They want to have the best body of their life that they've ever had without going to the gym. They want to be in a loving, caring relationship without going on dates, without talking with women. They want to go to these places without having, like, they just want to reap the reward without doing the work. And sadly, actually, it's probably not even sadly, fantastically, excitingly, that's the joys of being human. That's the joys of being where we are in the world that we live, is we get to decide the life that we live. We get to decide the work and the effort that we put in to reap the type of reward that we're wanting to reap. And sometimes you have to give space. Sometimes you have to step away. Sometimes you need to reflect. Sometimes you need to be on your own, to look at yourself, to analyze, to question your beliefs, your values, your principles. What are the things you stand for? What frustrates you? Because the reason why that thing frustrates you, at least from what I've been able to see, is due to the fact that maybe this person is showing you something about yourself that frustrates you. And by being able to remove that from the equation, by being able to see the world more clearly from your own perspective and realize that the way that you view the world is the way that the world's going to be perceived to yourself. And if you change your perception, if you change the things that you focus on, your world will change. It does. It has to. There's no other way around it. There just isn't. I can be in a room focusing on one thing with certain people, and that's the environment, that's the world that I'm in. Then I can go outside into the mountains or on a hike or on a walk. The thing that I was just experiencing is no longer being experienced for me any longer, unless I go there in my mind. And that's the issue, is a lot of the times, you may do this, I've done this occasionally, I do my best though to be in the present wherever I'm at, because wherever you go, your mind is always bouncing from here to 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 all these different places. And you're going to those places, even though you're here, but you're going there. Which, this is what I want to challenge you to do, especially if you made it to the end. Try to be more present. Just try to be in the present moment with the person that you're with or the place that you're at. Try not to look at the phone, listen to other sorts of stimuli. Like, just sit with your own thoughts. Sit with your own internal monologue if you have one, or if you don't have one, or watch the images just fly across the screen. The best way that I can recommend this, and the best thing that I've been able to do, and maybe this is something that's helped me out, is when I watch TV, when I'm watching the show, I'm not analyzing I used to analyze every small little thing. And now it's just like, if I'm watching a TV show or a movie, and sometimes I'll analyze more than others, in those said places, just look at your thoughts, look at those images, look at that noise that's happening inside of your mind, and look at it as if you're watching a TV show, without judgment. You're just a silent observer. That's all it is. You don't have to identify with your thoughts. You don't have to acknowledge them. You can just witness it, observe it. Just be the observer. I hope this helps.